Welcome to Alternative Info AI. In this era, phones got smarter, blending computing power with portability. We'll reveal how smartphones brought the internet to our pockets, inspiring apps galore, and reshaping how we shop, learn, share, and stay informed. Don't be shy. If you like the content, maybe like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Let's get started.
Remember flip phones, rotary phones? Okay, maybe I'm dating myself a bit, but in the grand scheme of technology, we're not that far removed from a time when phones were just phones. Devices for making calls and sending the occasional pixelated picture message. Then, something incredible happened. The smartphone revolution began, 2007. It's a year etched in the memory of every tech enthusiast. It marked the year the world witnessed a seismic shift in how we communicate, consume information, and interact with technology. The landscape of mobile devices was forever altered. No longer were we confined to clunky keypads and limited functionality. The future, quite literally, was at our fingertips. But before we dive into the revolution, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to appreciate just how far we've come. Before the iPhone and Android duked it out for smartphone supremacy, a different breed of devices ruled the mobile world. These were the days when innovation was just beginning to take shape in the mobile industry. We had the BlackBerry, the undisputed king of the QWERTY keyboard, beloved by business professionals and politicians alike. Its secure email service was a game changer. Then there was the Palm Pilot, a pioneer in the PDA space, allowing us to manage our schedules and contacts with a stylus and a resistive touchscreen. It was a digital organizer that fit in your pocket. And let's not forget the iconic Nokia N95, a powerhouse of a phone with a sleek slider design, a decent camera, and even early GPS navigation. It was ahead of its time in many ways. These devices were innovative for their time, pushing the boundaries of what a mobile phone could be. They set the stage for the future, but they were, in many ways, limited. Their functionalities were basic compared to what we have now. They lacked the intuitive user experience, the powerful app ecosystems, and the seamless connectivity that we've come to expect from our smartphones today. The evolution was inevitable. Little did we know, a storm was brewing. A technological revolution was on the horizon, a storm that would change everything. The dawn of a new era in mobile technology was about to begin. Enter the iPhone, a device that would forever change the landscape of mobile technology. On January 9, 2007, Steve Jobs, in his signature black turtleneck and jeans, took the stage and uttered the now iconic words, "Today, Apple reinvents the phone." The audience was captivated and the world watched in awe. And reinvent it, they did. The applause was thunderous, signaling the dawn of a new era. The original iPhone was unlike anything we had seen before. It was a marvel of design and engineering. A sleek slab of glass and metal, it replaced the physical keyboard with a revolutionary multi-touch display, setting a new standard. Suddenly, pinching, zooming, and scrolling became second nature. The way we interacted with our devices was forever changed. But it wasn't just the hardware that was groundbreaking. The software was equally revolutionary. The iPhone also introduced us to a mobile operating system that was both intuitive and visually appealing, making technology accessible to all. It was easy to use even for those who weren't tech-savvy. From children to the elderly, everyone could navigate it with ease. And with the App Store just around the corner, the iPhone was poised to become more than just a phone. It was set to revolutionize the way we use mobile devices. It was about to become a platform, a gateway to endless possibilities and applications that would shape the future. The Android revolution open source takes the stage. While Apple was busy redefining the smartphone with the iPhone, a little green robot was quietly emerging from the shadows. Google's Android operating system, launched in 2008, offered a different vision for the future of mobile. Open source and highly customizable, Android provided phone manufacturers with a flexible and affordable platform to build upon. This led to an explosion of Android devices at various price points, making smartphones accessible to a wider audience. The open nature of Android fostered competition and innovation. Manufacturers experimented with different form factors, screen sizes, and hardware features. This resulted in a diverse ecosystem of Android devices catering to a wide range of user preferences and budgets. The App Store. Your phone becomes your life. The launch of the App Store in 2008 was a pivotal moment in the smartphone revolution. It marked the beginning of a new era where our phones became more than just communication devices. It transformed the phone from a device primarily used for communication into a powerful, pocket-sized computer capable of almost anything. From checking emails to editing videos, the possibilities seemed endless. Suddenly, we had millions of apps at our fingertips, each app offering a unique function catering to different aspects of our lives. Games, social media, productivity tools, navigation, and so much more. The variety was staggering. You name it, there was an app for it. The convenience was unparalleled. The App Store, and subsequently Google Play Store for Android, created a thriving ecosystem where developers could reach millions of users, and users could customize their phones to suit their every need. This ecosystem fostered innovation and creativity. This explosion of apps changed how we lived, worked, and played. It reshaped our daily routines and habits. We could hail a cab, order food, manage our finances, and even shop for groceries with just a few taps. And connect with friends and family, all from the palm of our hands. The smartphone became a social hub. The smartphone had become an indispensable part of our daily lives, seamlessly integrating into every moment, whether we were commuting, working, or relaxing. The growing pains of a new technology. The early days of the smartphone revolution weren't without their challenges. Battery life was a constant source of anxiety. Remember carrying around those bulky portable chargers everywhere? Internet speeds, while faster than dial-up, thankfully, were a far cry from the lightning-fast 5G speeds we enjoy today. And let's not forget the constant software updates, some more successful than others. It was a time of rapid iteration and experimentation, as manufacturers and developers worked tirelessly to improve the user experience. But despite these early hiccups, the trajectory was clear. The smartphone was here to stay, and it was only going to get better. What was your first smartphone? Let us know in the comments. And if you liked this video, subscribe and like. Until then, keep your screens clean and your notifications buzzing.
Thank you for watching and being part of our journey.